We interrupt this transmission to bring you the following live broadcast.
How's everyone doing tonight? Woo! It's Wednesday. It's 6 o'clock somewhere. With
John
ready in his chair. And almost 10 whole people watching from home. Are you ready? I said, are you ready? It's time for the ThinkSoJoE Show!
That would not be the one of the bets that you would win, or but the bet that John is, in fact, not here on time again. Is to nobody's surprise. John is busy before the show, and therefore he shows up when he feels like it. So we'll see when he gets here, but he'll get here. But I am not clean shaven, much to my mother's chagrin. So, you know. You and my mom, I would tell you to like, I would tell my mom I shaved, but like you actually would find my mom and you would tell her, because that's the kind of person you are. Anyway, yes, no, I did not shave. And yes, my microphone is caught up under everything else under my desk. Or my headphones rather are caught up under everything else under my desk. My microphone's over here. But yes, it is indeed the ThinkSoJoE Show, episode 443. Fresh off hey Ladles. Fresh off the Living Brain Dead album release show this past weekend. You don't have my mom. I know you don't have her on speed dial, but that doesn't mean you won't find her. I know you. That's the kind of shit you would pull. Anyway, yeah, fresh off of the Living Brain Dead album release show, which there were a shit ton of people there. Apparently, somebody got yelled at for moshing while we were playing. I did not see that happen, but apparently my bandmates did. So, no moshing at Green Jello on May 2nd or at the Punk Rock Prom, which we're announcing by the end of the week, even though we've already talked about it on this show. It's coming up July 12th at Nietzsche's. So... but yeah, great show the other night. I'll wait till John gets here to talk more about that, because John was a part of it and fought Maximo, and everybody wants to know the results of John versus Maximo, but we'll save it. We're gonna let John tell you. There is, I don't know if that's a helicopter flying overhead. I think that's a helicopter. Could be an airplane. That show was so fucking fire. You guys were awesome. New song was awesome. You had Goose Eagle there, and Maximo beat John in the fight and won one of Joe's barbecue. I didn't see Maximo win no fight, man. I got the whole thing on video. Laura doesn't annoy good people. Good, leave my mom out of this. Anyway, I did not see Maximo win no fight. I got it on video. I'll review the tape later, but yeah, I didn't see that happen. I saw a no contest at best. But yeah, Goose Eagle was there. President Goose Eagle was there. And I wasn't supposed to call the fight out until after. So yeah, President Goose Eagle's there. We also had Megan, the lead singer of Grosh, was there attending the show. And got a video, and she put, if you don't have an eagle in your show, what the hell are you even doing? Or an eagle at your show, what are you even doing? Or something along those lines too. John said you were going to put him through a table after the barbecue. He said that after the fight. Yeah. I did tell John if he lost the fight, he was going through a table. And he's like, do I get to pick the table? I said, no. He's like, oh, so you've been looking at tables. I'm like, yep, been looking at tables. And we saw one, we were out bowling for John's birthday a couple of weeks ago, and we saw this one that was made of an old bowling lane, so you know that shit's solid. So like, that's the one. That's the one. We're coming back here. I'm putting you through that table if you lose. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know why you guys are so obsessed with me giving a barbecue. Like, there's no indication whatsoever that I know how to cook. Like, I could cook for myself and be fine with whatever I cook, but like, I don't know I don't know shit about barbecuing, man. You guys are all like, Joe's gonna give us a barbecue now. I don't know shit about barbecuing. I've never known shit about barbecuing. All I know is I wore a barbecue apron and a chef hat at the start of the show. We don't care that you don't know how to cook, just that you made the barbecue. Okay. I wore a chef hat and your love is the essential ingredient. I wore a chef's hat and I wore a barbecue apron that said, "But I don't see any barbecue on it." Joe, has John been taking care of you? I know you're going through the grieving process with John Cena turning. Recovering from the fight. He'll be here. He will be here, and then he's got answers to. He's got to give answers as to why he apparently lost the fight. I did not see this happen, but apparently he lost the fight. So John's still in pain from the fight. He's recovering. He might get out of the hospital next Monday. He'll be here today. He will be. He's on his way. I'm sure. I'm sure he's on his way. In fact, he's walking in the door right now. He's got some splaining to do. Yeah, okay.
What's up?
They're telling me you lost the fight. I didn't see you lose the fight.
You know what?
Did you lose the fight?
You know what? See, what happened was
Okay.
there was no pinfall, no submission.
Uh-huh.
So technically, I didn't lose.
So it
anything.
was no contest.
There's no contest.
No contest. There you
No
go.
contest.
It was a no contest.
But if you want to have a rematch, you're on.
Max says he beat you in thumb wrestling.
That was thumb wrestling. I'm waiting for the fight. How about a rematch? Revenge of the barbecue. Revenge of the barbecue. Round 2, Green Jello show. Let's go. Make it happen.
It won't be the craziest thing to happen on the Green Jello show.
Make it happen. Me and you, Max. Round 2.
There you go.
The only way to win is by pinfall or submission.
Leland says you forfeited.
I didn't forfeit shit.
John was right there. I saw him there. I saw he was ready for a fight. He was squared up, and Maximo just came in and gave him a great big hug. Did John just age 20 years? John looked 17 last week. He looks 37 today.
Still alive.
Still alive. You made it.
I had a doctor's appointment today.
Had a doctor's appointment today?
I asked him, well, he said, first thing he said, "Oh, you're still alive."
Ha!
Whatever happened to the other guy?
Yeah, I was going to say, did you find out?
I asked him. He's like, "I can't share that information." Oh, okay. Gotcha.
We're better than the Jello show. Rosie says not the Jello show. We're better than the Jello show.
Why not? I'm sure they'll be okay with it.
Last time we played with Green Jello, we had people asking us, why do these guys suck so bad? Why aren't you guys headlining? True story. Guy walked up behind the merch table and tapped me on the shoulder. He goes, "Hey, you guys tour with these guys all the time, right?" No, we're just local support, man. He goes, "Oh, well, why do these guys suck so bad?" She says, "None of that nonsense for Bill." Okay. All right, fine. Punk rock prom. We're gonna have a fight at the prom? That doesn't make any sense either.
Let's go. I'll kick you when I'm looking nice.
Prom doesn't make any sense for a fight either, because that's a classy event.
It's a classy event. We don't fight. It's a
classy event.
I'll get expelled.
Yeah, you'll get expelled. Just like Bart Simpson did in the episode of The Simpsons I was watching on the Disney Plus live stream. I am going to have no fucking productivity at least until they get to like season 17.
Joe, if you're watching, I left my hoodie at your house. I'm coming back for it later.
John lost another hoodie to Jill. You heard it here first.
It's my Jason hoodie. It's my favorite hoodie.
Rosie says, our goal is to suck.
So wait.
Leland says, the art of sucking. Rosie says, prom fights are a necessity. Maximo knows a lot about the art of sucking, says Leland. So wait, I'm going to win best dress and kick John's ass?
First of all, I'm going to be still champion, and I'm going to beat your ass till it's red.
Y'all got to compete with Andy from Rags to Stitches on that show. I don't know if anybody's going to beat that dude.
That's true. We already lost Maximo. But we can still fight. Revenge of the Barbecue. And Fortnite. For Leland.
Fortnite. Yeah. No, Joe, who is going to win at WrestleMania? Who's going to win WrestleMania? John is.
WrestleMania sign is.
John's going to win at WrestleMania. Rosie says, oh shit, we're losing. There you go. John and Maximo should get escalated to WrestleMania.
There we go.
Hey, I should check and make sure we're on all WNY because we changed. We got a new player this week. Oh, it's on. Cool. We're good. There's a new player like to play the music on all WNY. So if you go to allwny.com, I don't know the full details of this, but Scott's upgrading the widget that they use to play the all WNY broadcasts.
Yeah.
I saw it the other day. It looks really cool. So it was like, cool, yeah. Give me the new login info and I got you. So we're on.
Can I eat a whole lemon?
Can you eat a whole lemon?
Yeah, I'll do it on the podcast one day.
Okay. After Joe finally gives us a barbecue, I'm going to try to get Dave to make us a lasagna. Retirement goals. Shout out to Bastard. All four of them were there Saturday night.
Oh, yeah.
All four of them. We had 2 members of On the Cinder were there. A bunch of people we knew were there. There was Megan from Garage was there, which was like, holy shit, who are we that she's coming out to see us?
Not my bastards. My other band didn't show up. I let them know.
Yeah, what the fuck was that? We were discussing that on the way back after the cops helped us get out of the fucking.
Oh, I think I scared Dom because I told Dom next time Jill's gonna see you, she's gonna rip your testicles out of your body and wear them as a necklace.
3 of 4. Oh, that's right. Skinny wasn't there. There was only 3 of 4 bastards. You're right. I'm over here giving him credit.
Casey Jones was there.
Casey Jones was there. Yeah, there was
no Dan.
No, he was but I already knew they weren't coming.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they already told us. They told us ahead of time they weren't making it. So, Dan and Misha. No, it was a pretty good turnout, I'd say.
Yeah, we had a big crowd.
I was like
some of my old friends came.
I was kind of looking out and I'm like, holy shit, all these people are here for us? Like, what the fuck?
They'll look at it first. I mean, but when we, when the show started, more people.
Yeah.
It was good to see Shambles return.
Yeah, it was their first show back.
They still have it.
I made everybody, if you guys missed it, I made everybody paintings of themselves. So I did a painting of Robin and JD for Smitten for Trash. Because they're married, they live together. Here's a painting for your house, And then I made a painting of the 3 members of Shambles. I'm like, here you guys go. You can put it in your practice spot or whatever. And then I made a painting, 2 paintings.
Yes.
Of the Jacobs boys from Shambles with their late mother.
They loved that.
Oh man.
I think they
were fighting back tears. They really were.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
And they put it on the stage and they shouted it out and they were like, "Oh, this is so nice that Joe did this for us." I'm like, you guys don't have to fucking thank me so much. Like everybody's just thanking me. Oh, thank you, thanks to Living Brain Dead for putting us on the show. Like, no, really, thank you guys for playing this with us. Like we are so happy that you guys agreed to do this with us. Like
it's like they never stopped playing.
Joe, where's the signs in the other room? It was an awesome turnout. The city has a crush on LBD, and I mean, at least 100 people were there for the fight. They were there to see the POTUS Triple X nonsense.
And the bird made it. The
Goose Eagle. President Goose Eagle, yeah.
President Goose Eagle, yeah.
Yeah.
I was wondering, I was like, what the fuck did this bird come from again? This is the same bird that attacked me at the 10-year Bastard show.
Yeah,
I
that's
got
true.
attacked by
That's
the
true.
President Goose Eagle.
Yep, you got attacked by President Goose Eagle at the Bastard Show, back at Amy's place. I'm going to Amy's place on Friday.
Yeah.
Our homeboys are playing on the Cinder. They came to our show. I'm going to theirs.
Okay.
They're playing with One Way Terror and a couple other bands. We'll talk about that later on in the show. Maximo still says he won. And John also got beat up by the Goose.
Not the. That was a
The Goose Eagle, but that was a different show. Yeah.
Different show.
Yeah. It's pronounced Goose Eagle.
Goose Eagle. Where's Dewey?
I don't know where Dewey is. So Dewey also knows that there's a 24/7 live stream of The Simpsons, so he's probably watching that.
Okay.
Because that's what I'd be doing if I wasn't doing this right now. That's what I was doing until 5 minutes before the show, and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta fucking set some shit up for the show. Litos is going to Amy's place on Friday, too. You should come. It's gonna be a good time.
I might could.
Yeah.
I also got invited to a rave.
A rave?
Yeah. I gotta go next time now.
You and your raves, dude. Like, this is the second rave you've gone to since I've known you.
I love raves. My thing.
Well, what's the theme of this one?
Huh?
What's the theme of this one? The last one was a Shrek rave you went to.
Oh, that was a Shrek rave. This is just a regular rave party. You know, half naked. You know those big raves, those big DJ. You know, all the DJs and like.
Speaking of DJs,
techno music and shit.
Speaking of DJs, I got the table you accidentally bought me. It's not the one you're going through.
I didn't lose though.
It's pronounced Goose-a-Gole? Okay.
I didn't lose though.
Didn't you own The Simpsons on DVD or something? Yes. But I don't have anything to play DVDs on.
I mean,
I mean, I do, but like most of my DVDs are not here. Do you know where my DVDs are, John? Do you happen to have an idea?
Let me call Elmo.
You call your cousin Elmo?
Mm. Oh, yeah.
John lost cable for like 3 days. He's like, I'm gonna borrow these for like a few days. I'll bring them back to you. It's been like 6 months now.
They're in my room.
They're in your room, but they ain't here where they should be.
I'm always watching a movie last night. Billy Madison.
I still say John didn't lose. Goose-ogle? They keep trying to tell me how to say this.
Technically, I have to go through a table. Not try to lose.
I didn't see you lose.
No.
I saw you. You were ready for a fight. You were even wearing like Muay Thai shorts, and like
yeah.
Maximo got so scared that he just hugged you. So he technically gave up. So technically, you won. There you go. John won the fight.
No barbecue.
No barbecue.
It won't end.
I know it
until they
won't
get their
end.
barbecue. It won't end until they get their barbecue. Well, you know this.
I know.
You gotta wait till they croak. That's the only way you're gonna win.
If you two were the Dudleys, John would be Batista. That doesn't even make any sense.
I'd be Batista.
No, I didn't want to hurt John.
I would be Spike Dudley. That's who I'd be.
Yeah.
You'd be Bubba.
I was gonna break him if I actually did anything. I don't know, man. He was prepared, man. He was wearing the Muay Thai shorts. He wore them through the whole set.
I've been training.
I think you were more. I think he was more excited at the prospect because Jill told him that you were gonna take him off before the fight.
Oh yeah, that was.
When you didn't take him off,
that was a jackpot.
When you didn't take him off, he was so despondent that he was like, I'm no longer in the mood to fight. So technically, you won. He forfeited.
Next time, just take him off.
He's half my size.
Yeah, I am.
That's true.
That's not a lie.
That is true.
He can crush me with just.
Yeah, but you've been training.
Yes, I have.
Yeah. I've seen you training.
I walk on glass now. Barefooted.
Half as generous. Yeah.
That's true. I was talking to Rosie after the fight. So I didn't know this was a fight.
No, we've only been promoting a fight for the last like 2 months, and I didn't know this was a fight.
I I've never been in a fight in my life.
John, who is your favorite K-pop artist and why?
What?
Korean pop.
Korean pop?
Yeah, K-pop artists. You know, like BTS and
Gangnam Style. No?
Sure, why not? Is he Korean? I don't even know.
Something like that. John lost.
I didn't see John lose. I didn't hear no bell.
Do you have any replay that I lost?
Yeah, I got the whole fight. I didn't see you lose.
No, you got the fight in the video.
Kiss, Mary, Kill to John. Lita, Amy Dumas, and Mick Foley. Two of those are the same person.
Kiss, Mary,
or kill.
Kiss. Oh, or wait, what?
Kiss, Mary, or kill Lita, Amy Dumas, and Mick Foley.
Kill McFoley. Kiss Lita. Amy Dumas is Lita.
Yes.
So did we?
So do we. They have footage of the fight. I have footage of the fight. Mine's not doctored though, like theirs probably is. I've seen Dewey's video editing skills.
We had a clear video on Joe's camera.
I
clear
saw
video.
I've seen Dewey's editing skills. I'm fairly certain Dewey could manipulate that to make it look like you lost the fight. So I reject any video evidence they have.
Yes. We got all the evidence that we need. So, punk rock from?
Yes, Psy from Gangnam Style is technically K-pop.
Okay.
Wait till you see Maximo's Very Bad Day. The day you guys woke him up like bright and early in the morning by playing instruments in his house. The day of the fucking time change. I would have fucking killed you guys. The time changes fuck with me so bad now. That's why I woke up this morning and I did some work and I went back to sleep and I had this dream that like I slept too late. And I woke up and it's like, oh shit, we gotta do a podcast. And it was already like 6:30 and you had already gotten in my house somehow. Like you broke in my house. I don't know how. And I'm just like, you know, like all of a sudden just we're in this cafeteria.
Yeah.
And like we've got the mic in front of us, but like the computer is somewhere else and the camera is somewhere else and like everything's not where it's supposed to be. And then some fucking balding dude with a skullet sits down in front of the camera. So all you can see on the screen is the back of his head. And I'm just like, man, this show's a disaster. And then I woke up, I'm like, oh shit, I gotta get up and do a thumbnail for the show because it's 3:00 right now.
If this is real, I wonder what episode that was.
That was another time. Actually, that was a week before Maximo's Very Bad Day. I officially had 2 videos recorded in my house. That's why we wouldn't wake you up early on Daylight Savings, Joe. All we want from you is a barbecue. Yeah. Yeah, no, that was a weird-ass fucking dream, and I woke up, and I'm like, oh shit, I am late for fucking at least making the thumbnail and getting the show details out. So, that's why you get a generic fucking thumbnail this week. I'm just like, hey, that's a cool-looking color. Click.
I didn't even look at the thumbnail.
Yeah, it's like pink.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Kiss, Mary, Kill for John. Andre the Giant, Big Daddy V, and Giant Gonzalez. I regret giving Leland a key to my house.
John Gonzalez. I would need a stepladder to get home.
Which one though? Kiss, Mary, or Kill? You gotta pick one for each of them. That's how that game works.
I don't want to kiss any of them.
No, you gotta pick one. She gave you choices.
Fine. Kiss John Gonzalez, kill Big Daddy V. Was Viscera.
Yes.
I remember him.
Yes.
And Mabel.
Uh-huh.
And Andre the Giant was Andre the Giant.
Uh-huh. So which ones are you kissing, marrying, and killing here? You said you kiss Giant Gonzalez. He likes the beards.
Yeah.
Anyway, he wants to feel that beard on his lips. Anyway, so you kiss Giant Gonzalez.
I'll marry Big Daddy V.
Uh-huh.
And then kill Andre.
Interesting choices. Anyway.
I guess. I love these questions.
John, your opinion is invalid on this because you lost. Jill's here.
I think not.
Jill's here. Hi, Jill.
Hi, Jill. I left my hoodie at your house. Don't forget, I'm coming back to get it because it's probably going to be cold outside later. Because I don't have to have it.
Opinion on the PRS MT-15 head. Dude, do you think I don't use amps, so I couldn't hear shit on the stage.
Yeah, we're going back to amps.
We're using amps the next 2 times we play at Nietzsche's because I could not fucking hear shit. I'm just up there like...
And we're backing in the parking lot.
John's going to figure out a better way to park.
We're backing in.
Because we had to have the BPD actually help us get out of the fucking parking lot at Nietzsche's.
I'm renting 2 days early so I can practice with it.
You're renting it 2 days early now?
Yeah. Just for this one, so I can get used to backing it up. I'll do it around my block a couple of times. Go to a big parking lot somewhere.
Yep.
Make a day of it.
She says you wouldn't let her do it. He wouldn't. He wouldn't let anybody take the wheel.
I did it though.
He did it.
It took 45 minutes, but I did it.
It took 45 minutes and the help of 6 people, but we did it.
And 20 cops. Looks like 10. Oh, I'm sorry, 10 cops. Thanks to the police officers. Thank you very much.
Back's got a 412. Yeah, enjoy carrying that shit around. I used to have a 412. I fucking hated that thing. Especially, like, so I had a 412. It was an Ibanez, what was it, Tone Blaster or some shit like that, right? And 100-watt head, matching cab.
Mm-hmm.
And we played a show at Broadway Joe's. This is my old band. It was Jill's brother was my other guitar player. It was my guitar player in the band, and I played guitar on a few songs. He brings this fucking 112. Blows my shit out of the water. Like, I can not hear my shit over his shit.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a 112, I've got a 412 cranked. And I'm like, why am I carrying this fucking thing around with me? So, ever since then, I've never brought... I traded away that. And I traded it for a 212 combo amp, which I still have to this day, and will never get rid of because it used to be Brian's. Truck driver's daughter over here, says Jill. Yeah. Fuck that, it's going in my house and staying there. Yeah, dude, this day and age, you don't need to carry that fucking biggest shit around, man. That, like, we had no amps on the stage, and it still looked like a fucking professional stage, because we had the fucking banners and shit up, so it looked good. Rosie just wants in-ears and new drums. Oh, you only paid $90 for it. That's not a bad deal then. Yeah, I don't know, man. I use my Helix, and I usually use stage monitors, but they only got 2 stage monitors in the front, so it's like, ah, shit, I gotta share these monitors with everybody. Mm-hmm. I don't get my own monitor like I would get at like Mohawk, you know. So I'm like, okay, great. So let's make sure Jill can hear herself, which she couldn't. But
I think if we had amps, she probably could hear herself better. Because she'll be direct.
Well, also we need to adjust the EQ on her microphone.
Yeah, that's true.
Which I don't know why the sound guy couldn't do it from where he was. Why can't you just do it on the fucking board? Like, oh, she's using. Let me tweak this so the feedback's gone.
He wasn't a bad sound guy.
No, he was a good sound guy. Just I couldn't hear shit, and it's not his fault. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I mean, I know him because he plays the guitar in Frank's band, Vertical Child.
Okay, yeah. Whitechapel uses Kemper and doesn't use amps too. Dude, I saw Everclear and all they had was 3 Helixes right across the front of the stage. No amps. We could hear you all and it was great. Yeah, I could hear us on the video, but I couldn't hear us on the stage.
Yeah,
like
I was fix that.
And like I get that, like, you know, Jill's mic was feeding back if he turned it up a little, like,
and it's not the great.
But
honestly, the sound guy was right. It's not the greatest room to play. I mean,
no,
they need to soundproof it.
But when we played there before, and they had like more monitors in the front of the stage, we could hear.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember bringing.
No, we used
I don't
amps.
think we did. We bring amps to that one?
Yeah, we used amps.
Oh,
I remember.
Okay. I don't know. I could go back and look at it.
It was like one of Brian's last couple shows.
Yeah. John, are you looking after Joe? He is still in shock. Is he still in shock from John Cena turning? Joe, you should perform with a wall of 3 full stacks behind you at the Green Jello show. That way you'll hear yourself.
Already at 100 messages.
Maybe when those side risers things are gone, it'll be better. I thought they were like tearing them out last month.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I thought that's what the renovations were. That's what people were telling me. I don't think they are, because I think those, like, the tables they got up top now are new. Because they used to have, like, actual tables. Now they're just, like, bar tops, I guess, would be the best. Like, they're attached to the rails.
And then Maximo was standing in front of our camera.
Yeah. Yep, he was.
You call him right out.
I did, yeah. Well, I put it in a spot where it's like, good, nobody's going to stand in front of this. And then all of a sudden, I've got Goosoggle and Maximo standing in front of it.
Maximo's ass in the camera shot.
Yeah. Joe should perform from a basement. You could see 2 of those videos, one with each band from COVID times.
Oh, yeah, we did a live stream in my
basement. We did a live stream in John's basement, and then Yellow Sauce did a live stream in Ryan's basement.
And I appreciate you guys at their live stream we did. You guys cleaned up everything, and I was able to go to bed.
Yes. It was a necessary evil, Maximo standing in front of our camera. A closed basement. It was a closed basement. There was literally, it was the band and like 2 people for the Brain Dead one, and it was the band and like 6 people for the Yellow Sauce one. And the 2 people there for the Brain Dead one were the ones controlling our cameras. Because we did a multi-camera live stream back before it was cool. I mean, I guess it was starting to get cool around that point because, you know, we were doing it before. We did ours before Psycho Stick did theirs, I think. I could be entirely wrong here.
I got the whole packing the trailer in. I'm very organized with that now.
Yeah.
Drums in first, whatever you guys got to get in.
It's just a matter of getting it out of wherever the fuck we park. Yeah. That shit was. We did. We live streamed from Nick's eyeballs.
Yes.
There was barely any sound on it, but we live streamed from Nick's. We live streamed from Nick's face.
Well, yeah, the 4x8 trailer is perfect for us.
Yeah, dude, we fit everything in there. Is it gonna fit 3 amps?
Yeah.
Okay.
There was enough room.
Okay. Because I'm bringing amps. That shit was ridiculous.
Nick, bring your amp.
I don't know if Nick's watching.
Jano,
sound cut out of the yeah, I know. We know. We know there was like barely any sound on that. We saw it. It was still cool though. It was cool, like oh hey look. You got the little behind the scenes look at me standing behind the banner trying to hide the fact that I'm wearing a barbecue apron and the chef's hat.
What are you doing back there, Joe?
Just recovered the footage from the Yellow Sauce album release live stream. Might migrate it to YouTube soon. Cool. Yeah, that was a fun night. Because we did multiple bands on that Yellow Sauce one.
You got to show off your nipples.
My shirt was very modest that I wore. It did not shift on its own, but everybody kept asking me to see my nipples, so I'm like, all right, I guess. We're probably driving separate to the show. Midnight start time sounds oofy. We're playing at 11:30. That's not midnight. That's before midnight. We're playing until midnight.
You guys are joining? Okay.
Hashtag nipple punk.
Well, let me know if you guys want to ride with us. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, that's a...
I'm just glad I got the balls switched over the right way.
John got his balls switched over.
You know, the trailer I'm talking about, mister.
Hey, we're late for music. Let's play music.
You know what I was talking about.
Yeah, you talked about your balls getting switched
Fuck
over.
You.
Anyway, coming up this Friday night at 6 p.m. This is at Photo City Music Hall in Rochester, 543 Atlantic Avenue. It is Losers Club comeback show with Patient Basement, Dear Verona, Creating a Sinner, and Anybody Else. Friday, March 21st in Rochester, New York. Doors open at 6 p.m. Ages 18 plus at Photo City Music Hall. 543 Atlantic Avenue, Rochester, New York. Get your tickets at photocitymusichall.com. And this is Losers Club, and the song is called Forever and Always on All WNY ThinkSoJoE Show.
Back, mom and dad, summer 89. Jeans waiting tables, working late, belly scraping by. Not $1 to a name, but he don't mind. That's counting pennies, saving money, trying to buy a ring. In hopes that someday you'll say, gee, will you marry me? Not $1 to his name, but they're just fine. And now here we are. It's kind of funny how shit always changes. So maybe if we talk about the world and how it's falling apart, we won't let it slip away. I don't know what life has in store, all the places that it plans to take us. Through wind and rain, snow and sleet, I'll be there to keep you on your feet. And I hope that someday we'll build our own family. You know right where I'll stay forever and always. Take it back once again, winter 93. That's not the biggest thing this tiny town has ever seen. Dollar signs in his name, but he don't mind. Oh, bought a house with a view on east side of town. While jeans at home raising the kids and holding it all down. Dollar signs in the name, and they just fine. And now here we are. It's kind of funny, money didn't change shit. So maybe if we talk about the world and how it's falling apart, we won't let it slip away. I don't know what life has in store, all the places that it plans to take us. Through wind and rain, snow and sleet, I'll be there to keep you on your feet. And I hope that someday we'll build our own family. You know right where I'll stay forever and always. Not $1 to the name or a chance in hell. Came from nothing when I made something of themselves. Then and Gene, man, they gave a family everything. And I can't wait to someday have the chance to do the same. I don't know what life has in store, all the places that it plans to take us. Through wind and rain, snow and sleet, I'll be there to keep you on your feet. And I hope that someday we'll build our own family. You know right where I'll stay forever and always.
That was Losers Club on All WNY ThinkSoJoE Show. The song called Forever and Always, and you can catch them at the Photo City Music Hall this Friday night at 543 Atlantic Avenue in Rochester, along with Patient Basement, Dear Verona, Creating a Sinner, and Anybody Else. I like the name Anybody Else because that just implies because if you don't know that's a band name, which I assume it's a band name. They got a page. They've had 2 past events. I just assume if you don't know that's a band name, you just show up with instruments because they're yeah, anybody else that wants to play can come play. That'd be like naming your band To Be Determined, or And More, except And More is always and forever going to be BD2.
Just like I was in a band called Just In Case. Just in case you forget, we're called Just In Case.
Yeah. Try Googling that. See if your band comes up.
It doesn't.
All right, try Googling, say, Living Brain Dead and see what comes up.
Okay.
He's going to Google it right now. He's going to spell it wrong, so it's going to be all wrong whatever comes up because it's John. He's legit gonna he might ask me how to spell it. I would not doubt it. Hey Joe, what was the one word on the bottom of that sign? I forget what it was. It said Joe. It said stop complaining Joe. So it said Joe. I have it. It's in the other room.
Did I spell it wrong?
Let me see. Why you put the space in the wrong place every time?
What?
He puts the living brain dead. It's the living brain dead.
First of all, I spelled it right though.
You spelled it right.
And you get the you get.
But yes,
you get
we
the
came up. We still
the
came up.
Facebook,
We still came
Instagram.
up first.
You get this
I
nice
googled the
little
living
face.
brain dead, and it's all pictures of Joe's nipples.
Where is that new case you have?
What new case I have? Oh, it's in the other room. I
Oh,
haven't had a
yeah.
chance to put it up yet. I've been busy with that 82,000 word, 87,000. It was close to 90,000 fucking words I was working on, and was due Monday, and I finally finished it yesterday. Didn't help some guy kept calling me while I was trying to work on it. Forget who it was.
Probably very important when he called you.
Yeah, I'm sure it probably was. Yeah. Yeah, that was. I saw you post on Facebook about something, and it said the living brain dead. Like, you had it right that it's 3 words. The
Living brain, and then dead's on its own. It's not together.
no, brain dead is the one word, and living is its own word. It's the living brain dead.
Oh, they get it though. They get it.
Yeah,
they get it.
yeah, but it's just like that's the weirdest way to write that. Like
The living brain, and then dead. I don't know.
the living brain dead and POTUS Triple X should play a show together.
Oh my god, that's gonna go wonderful.
You got Jill to say it at the show. She read the sign out loud.
I can imagine their songs about the barbecue.
Dude, I played one of their songs about the barbecue
I
at
know.
our show.
I know. I heard the rip. They loved it.
They cheered. There was a huge pop when I did that. Because I came out wearing the barbecue fucking outfit, and the barbecue apron says, "But I don't see any barbecue," which is a line from the song. And I'm pretty sure Dewey went home with that. So
Oh, Dewey.
Jill will say anything. I know Jill will say anything. Jill's not on camera saying these things. Well, I mean, she was Saturday night. But...
We don't know what Jill's gonna say every time on stage.
Lidl's usually abbreviates to the living bread.
The living bread did.
It's weird because, like, also, like, the way Jill abbreviates our band name is weird. Because she puts LVBD. Like,
That's
the
what-
V is not the start of a word.
I've been spelling it wrong. No wonder it doesn't come up on Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
You're putting the space in the wrong place.
Oh shit! You know, this is from our truth. My bad. My bad.
You know what's funny, though, is if you start typing living brain dead without spaces, without the, after you hit @ like if you hit @ living brain, it should come up. Because I'm pretty sure you're following the page, so it should just come up when you type living brain. But yeah, I digress. It's living brain dead. That's 2 words. Living brain dead. Look, it's on my hat. Living brain dead.
No. Oh, okay. See, small world. Well, you know, things I don't notice. I've been in this band for 5 years.
5 years he can't spell the damn band name right.
I did spell it right though.
Well, you spelled it right. He
I
can't
didn't-
get the spacing of the name right.
5 years. 5 years and
5
4
years.
months.
5 years he can't figure out how to get our shit to tag on Facebook.
Neckeray, hush, hush. That's easy.
That's easy. That's just hush, hush.
Uh huh. I'm in charge of their equipment.
You're in charge of their equipment?
Yeah.
Oh God. And you thought the laptop didn't work the last time I saw you.
Not the laptop.
Okay.
They won't let me touch that. That's patched
When I
up.
tag you guys at work, sometimes and not others, especially picky from other pages, he doesn't need to spell it right. He just needs to drum it right. Exactly.
I don't even drum right for any band.
That's true. That's true. You did fine on Saturday night, though. As far as I could tell. That's all I could hear was drums.
Make sure you hear me. He didn't even have to fucking mic me.
Nope, he did not. That's all, like, I was about to be, I was like, I'm pretty sure he doesn't have drums in the monitors, but I was gonna ask him if he could take the drums out of the monitors because all I could hear was you.
Okay, first of all, there's nothing wrong, and I asked Josh, and Josh said there's nothing wrong with playing hard. It's the way how you play. I didn't use my arms. I did what he told me to do. Play with my wrist. I did that. My arms didn't get heavy or anything. I didn't feel tired. I felt great.
Wasn't John taking drumming lessons? He was just talking about those, yeah.
Yes.
And the only reason your drum teacher didn't come is because he had a show at the exact same time we did.
He would have backed me up on it.
People who came to our show, after our show, went to his show. I saw Megan and I saw Nick both posting of both shows. They were both there when we were done playing.
Jackrabbit. Yeah,
they were both there when we were, like, from the start to the finish of our set, said goodbye before they left. And still made it over to see Josh.
Yeah.
And Jill's like, nobody's going to stay that late to see us. Like, people stayed that late to see us and still went to more shows.
Mm-hmm.
This is Buffalo. People stay out late. This ain't Niagara Falls where everybody's like, it's 10 o'clock. I'm tired. I want to go home. It's past my bedtime.
Sounds like me.
When is Cooking with John going to drop?
Ask Jill. Joe's answers will be send me nudes.
Yeah. When I did the interview with Matt Smith, because we had the interview drop on Thursday that I did with Matt Smith about the album, and when I did the interview, we were talking about he had a show that night too, which is why he didn't come out. He was playing at I think Milky's or Good Bar, or one of the two of them, and so he couldn't make it out, but he was like. I had mentioned, like, yeah, we were trying to push back and try and get it 7 o'clock doors, 8 o'clock bands, but we couldn't, and, understandably so, because they book 3 bands in a day, and, 3 different shows in a day, which is fine, and so, he's like, yeah, but, people want to stay out that late. Bye, guys.
See you, John.
Bye,
See
Maximo.
You, Joe. Fuck you, John. Fuck you too, Maximo. I'm gonna fuck you up. No, that doesn't make sense. I'm not. I'm gonna kick your.
But anyway,
I'm gonna kick your ass.
We were
rock prom.
We were discussing the difference between shows in Niagara Falls where people are like, it's 10 o'clock. Is this over yet? And like Buffalo, where people are like, it's only 11 o'clock. You mean that was the last band? Like.
Yeah.
So
it was St. Patrick's.
It was also St. Patrick's Day weekend, yeah.
College people.
That shit was like I completely forgot it was St. Patrick's Day weekend until I went to go buy a tote for our merch. And I'm walking up Seneca Street, and of course Seneca Street has all the fucking Irish bars. And the Dollar Tree that I went to, Dollar General, is right across the street from Blackthorn, which is like an Irish restaurant that was featured on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives.
Yeah.
Right? So like I'm walking up Seneca Street. I'm like, oh, that's right. It's St. Patrick's Day. Everybody's wearing green and hanging out on at the fucking bars. The fucking whole street smells like beer. Somewhere in an alternate universe, there's a Goodies and a Milk Bar on Elmwood. And shit, I bet Harambe is still alive and everything in that universe. Yes, that would be a much better universe. That sounds like a much more pleasant universe.
I wish we can play at Becky's.
Fucking Becky's. We gotta get a show out in Cleveland, man. We gotta do that.
I need to go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
We gotta go play Cleveland just so we could go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for free. Like Yellow Sauce did when we played in Cleveland. And ended up at Becky's before our show. Fucking Becky's.
This time I won't have a broken foot.
Don't remind me of St. Patrick. I live in Ireland, says Laura. Yeah. I live in a town that thinks they're all Irish. Part of town that thinks they're all Irish. South Buffalo, it's all Irish bars up and down Seneca Street here, and I walk to Dollar General. I buy the biggest fucking tote they have. I'm like, this is probably overkill. I probably don't need this big of a tote, but I'm gonna get it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And so then I'm walking home from Dollar General with a big ass tote, having to walk through all these people dressed in green, going to the Irish bar down the street. And I'm just like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this is the most ridiculous. This is very surreal. And then some guy who was ahead of me in line at Dollar General, he's behind me, and he goes, "Hey man, the Living Brain Dead." He sees the back of my sweater. He goes, "Hey man, the Living Brain Dead. That's cool, man. I like that. Is that a band?" I'm like, "Yeah, man. Come to our album release tonight at Nietzsche's." You know, he didn't come. But he was like, "Oh man, yeah, I used to play in a band back in the Continental days." Like, oh man, that's so cool. Like,
John, why do you
color your arm?
I don't know. It's just
It's what happens when we give him access to markers.
yes. It just won't come up now. I've been trying to get it off all day.
I will say that back when I used to work overnights and have absolutely zero to do, I would I was carried a ultra fine point Sharpie in my pocket, and I would literally just sit here and trace my tattoos.
You weren't even allowed to bring it into
They took my Sharpie at fucking town ballroom.
Yeah.
Luckily I had more at home, so they would, because I took everything out of my pockets. Like, "Oh man, you can't bring the marker in." Like, really? Like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Everything's black in here. How am I tagging anything?
Is it a weapon?
No, because they would have took the pen too. They only took the marker, but I think they're worried that I'm gonna write on something. But everything's black. What am I writing on? What would even be the point? You're fucking the barriers up to the upper levels, they're all black. The floor's black. The stage is black. Everything's fucking black. What am I writing on with a fucking black Sharpie? What is the harm of me having a black Sharpie with me? Ooh.
They gotta do their job somehow.
Also, I'm in my fucking 40s, man. I haven't tagged anything in 20-something years. I barely remember to sign my own fucking name on my paintings sometimes. I got when I did the Taylor Swift painting and Steph bought it from me.
Mm-hmm.
She messaged me to complain that I didn't sign it because I forgot to sign it. But yeah, they took my fucking Sharpie at Town Ballroom. That's ridiculous. And then we get to Grosh's table. They got a whole table full of Sharpies because it was their album release. They're signing the album. I didn't get mine signed because it's gonna end up just going in the stacks anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I have a signed Everclear record and a signed MC Lars record, but they're in the stacks. I never see them unless I'm going to listen to them. Joe in his 40s, 1600 years ago. Yeah,
that's true.
Joe, did you hear that John Cena turned his back on his fans? If I didn't, Laura would have told me. She's mentioned it 6 times on this show already.
John Cena's a crybaby.
I don't know. He's kind of right.
How?
You've been making invisible memes out of him for the last 25 years.
What?
What did he say that was wrong? What did he say that was incorrect?
He could go to his mommy. Everybody's picking on me. Sounds like Kevin Owens.
Would
be a perfect tag team.
What has Kevin Owens said that's been wrong?
All they do is bitch and complain.
But are they wrong about anything?
There should be a team. Kevin Owens, John Cena, and Drew McIntyre. All little crybabies. That's all they are.
Joe's still backing Cena.
Fuck you, Cena. You too, Drew McIntyre, and you too, Kevin Owens. You all suck.
Oh, man, they all make good points. Guzzle, disloyalty, disrespect.
I mean, Orton's been around probably the same long as John Cena, and he doesn't bitch and complain.
So I saw your boy has a tag team match next Monday, where he's got a mystery partner.
What?
Jey Uso.
Yeah.
He's gonna have a mystery partner against your heroes, A-Town Down Under.
Yeah.
Right. So the show's in Scotland. Do you have any idea who the mystery partner might be?
Say his name.
That's right.
Joe Hendry.
I really, really hope they do that. I really hope. Because, they posted about it, and then he posted, say his name, and he appears.
Say his name. Jade
Kevin Owens believes in the barbecue.
Ain't gonna be no barbecue.
If you guys get Kevin Owens to come to the barbecue, I'll throw a barbecue. I have a painting that I have to give him. I've been trying to give it to him ever since I painted it.
And then you can watch Kevin Owens powerbombing through a table.
Yes, that's a great idea. I am all for this. Get Kevin Owens to come, and it's happening.
No.
I want it in writing from Kevin Owens. I want a video of him writing it, showing it to the camera like, I'm coming to this barbecue. I need proof that KO is coming. If KO comes and promises to put John through a table.
Elmo, get Randy Orton to come. Elmo, call Randy Orton, get him to come. Don't argue with me, Elmo. Just get it, make it happen.
WrestleMania got details wrong. Ron Simmons was fired in 2004. Complain to them, not me. I don't write their shit.
Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens will throw John through a table at the barbecue. Get him to commit to it, and I'm down. Let's do it.
You'd love to see that, wouldn't you?
I would love to see it. I mean, you kind of look like Sami Zayn a little bit, so you know.
He's gonna think I'm Sami Zayn.
Yeah, he might think you're.
Heck, power drive me through a table.
Yeah.
Got me right in my head.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't write for WrestleMania. I
just remember, if he does that, I'm after I get out of the hospital, I'm coming for you.
Coming for me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I don't write for WrestleMania. I just read the shit, and if it's wrong, I try to correct it if I recall. I did a couple for Wrestle with Andy last night. We were doing like best hardcore wrestlers, and it's like, oh well, Raven did this. Like, no, that was Tommy Dreamer. Let me fix that for you, bud. So, and also there was another part where he had details wrong, but I'm like, nah, that one's probably a stylistic choice. I'm gonna leave that one. So when you watch the best hardcore wrestlers and hear me say that Abyss was Joseph Park and not Chris Park, just know I thought it was a stylistic choice, and he was going with Joseph Park, the character, as opposed to Chris Park, the human being.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, but yeah, I just read these things. I don't write them. I was writing my things you might not know stuff, and I need to get back into that because now I got a new graphics card in the computer.
Mm-hmm.
So now when I'm reading, the teleprompter goes on its own. I don't have to press buttons.
Oh.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So, yeah.
That's cool.
Molly Holly was not in right to censor.
No, Ivory.
Yeah, Ivory was in right to censor. Who is Kevin Owens? Kevin Owens is the guy that's going to put John through a table. What do you prefer? Do you prefer that he hits you with the pop-up power bomb through the table or the package pile driver? Which one? Just remember, if he hits with you gotta like tuck your head if he hits the pile driver so you don't break your neck. Yeah.
So, broken back or broken neck?
Right.
Either.
Remember, this was your idea.
I'd probably go with the broken back. Well, I don't know about the broken back. I don't want a broken neck. Either way, I'm going to a table by Kevin Owens.
Yeah. Sounds good. WrestleMania, but instead it's a contest to see who can shoot the furthest stream and call it Pistlemania. Okay. This is the kind of people we have in our comment section. I'm also Dewey pulled himself away from the Simpsons live stream.
Hi, Dewey. Welcome.
Just like I had to do this show because I was watching the Simpsons and I'm
So in case you didn't know, Dewey, me and Maximo having a rematch at the Punk Rock Prom.
Yep.
Revenge of the Barbecue.
Yep.
Set up the flyer.
Yep. Punk Rock Prom. We don't even have a flyer for the Punk Rock Prom yet. I'm probably gonna add another band. That's why.
We'll take promo shots at the Green Jello show.
Gonna probably add another band and then we'll announce the show. But we're at 4 right now. I figure we've been doing 5 every year. We might as well do 5 this year. We got the okay to do doors at 7, bands at 8. So we're good.
Cool.
That's at Nietzsche's. That's at Nietzsche's. We're gonna try and do I think 5 bands on that, and we're gonna do. They said they got a band playing right up until 7 o'clock, so sound check's gonna be right as doors are opening, but that's fine, because doors were already open by the time we did sound check at this show too. So what's the difference?
It was a yes contest. Maximum 1. hard. Lies. There's no lies. We don't lie.
Yeah, we only tell truths on this show.
Yes. Check the video. Clear as day, we saw the video. Nick.
I told them if they could get Kevin Owens to come to the barbecue and put John through a table, we'll have a barbecue. But as far as I'm concerned, that fight was a no contest.
Yes.
Because Maximo was so afraid of John that instead of fighting him, he went and gave him a big hug.
So if you want this barbecue happen, you make Kevin Owens show up at this barbecue. But good luck with that. I'm sure you're going to want lots of money.
I mean, he might be okay with just the barbecue. He seems like a cool dude.
Just all you got to say, he looks like Sami Zayn. I'm sure he'll be there.
Yeah, that's all. Just we got this dude that looks like Sami Zayn, and he keeps talking shit. And he keeps saying that you're wrong about everything you're saying. Because you said that earlier. I got video proof of that.
You know what, Kevin Owens?
What?
Ezekiel was real. Ezekiel was real.
What if Nick John Gabriel Lucido dresses like Kevin Owens and puts you through a table?
No. He doesn't have the beard.
Oh, Maximo's back in the chat and talking shit from band practice.
Fuck you, Maximo. Fuck you. I got two for you. Fuck you.
If I would have known you were wearing your Ice 9 Kills shirt, I would have worn my Avatar shirt today.
I'm gonna Ice 9 kill my 10-foot size foot up his ass.
Relive our last summer. Anyway,
music.
Yes, music. This one's also coming up in Rochester. This one's at the Bug Jar. It is on Friday night at 8 p.m. And it is the Stress Dolls from Buffalo, Chores from Rochester, and Paper Rabbit from Syracuse are hitting the road and playing each other's hometowns. That's what we need to do with other bands. We need to do that shit. Doors at 8 p.m., music at 9 p.m., $10 cover, 21 plus at the door, 18 plus entry with advanced ticket, available at bugjar.com until 10:30 p.m. day of the show. And this is Chores, and the song is called On the Floor on All WNY Think So Joe Show.
Try to help me up off the floor. They're on my shirt sleeve. It reads, can't take it anymore. I've seen tomorrow, and the next day after that, and it seems lately it's difficult to make it back. I've seen it all before. The way the chips all fall in and out of favor and down onto the floor, down onto the Don't try to help me. Up off the floor, they're on my shirt sleeve. Aries can't take it anymore.
We go. Hey, there we are.
Hey, we're back.
That was Chores on all WNY.
Welcome to Think So
Song
Joe
called
Show.
On the Floor.
John just wants a rematch because he lost hard. I didn't lose hard.
I didn't see him lose.
I didn't lose.
I didn't see him lose.
There was no pinfall. Did I tap out?
I didn't see you tap out.
Was I pinned?
I didn't see you get pinned.
So
I'm pretty sure you didn't get knocked out because you
No.
were tearing down. To be fair, though, as soon as we were done, I went to the merch table.
there was no pin.
I went to the merch table because I figured, oh shit, I better get over there because we're selling records and people are going to want to buy records. And people bought records and it was cool. And people bought t-shirts.
I packed everything up. I was like, what are we missing? Oh, the merch.
Yeah, people bought merch. It was cool. And then like I go back to the table and there's no vinyl on the table and one of the wristbands is not there. It's because Ron took them. Like Ron just took them. I think Jill gave him permission, but Ron just took them. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Because like Nick came to the table, and I'm like, Nick, like he was like, oh look, I'm wearing your wristband as a wristband this time instead of a beer koozie. And I said, you gotta get the other one now. He said, there's another one. I'm like, yeah, it's not on the table. Hold on, let me show it to you. And I had to get the red, white, and blue one out.
Johnny lost hard. You weren't even there, Laura.
Yeah.
He was there.
I was there.
And I looked at the video a couple times.
Yeah.
I didn't lose.
I'm pretty sure I kept the video in the. I'm pretty sure I kept the fight in the video too that I sent
did.
you guys. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, because yeah.
I'm still undefeated.
He's still undefeated. Listen to this guy.
I didn't lose, so technically I don't have to go to the table. Yeah.
Laura says she was there and you can't prove she wasn't. Which is technically true. We don't know who she is.
Yeah, we don't.
So we theoretically cannot prove that she wasn't there. She's got you there. We can't prove that she wasn't. Scott was there. Scott asked me, he's like, so who the hell is Laura? You've never met this person before? Like, nope. No clue.
We don't even know if she looks like the one in the picture.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, we don't even know that she
Could be, could not be. I don't know. Yeah.
We'll never know. We'll never know. It's like Inspector Gadget. We'll never know who the villain is.
Right. But yeah, Scott was there. Scott was at the show, and my friend John was at the show, and my friend Adam made the drive from Syracuse.
Yeah, my longtime friend Andrew and Will were there.
Yeah.
Shout out to them for showing up.
Yeah, I mean, I was
funny bands with them.
I was pretty dumbstruck by how many people were there, and I'm over here making fucking jokes that like 5 of the fucking people in the crowd got.
Josh Washington was there, one of my old friends.
I'm over there. I'm up on stage wearing a barbecue hat and a fucking barbecue apron, and just like there's like 5 people in the crowd who understand what the fuck I'm doing, and I'm just like, yeah, this is for them, and everybody else is just going along with it.
Laura's older now.
She's a bit older than she was in the picture. Oh. To be fair, you're a bit older than you were in any picture taken of you. It's an old Mitch Hedberg joke. Somebody gave me a picture. He said, this is a picture of me when I was younger. Every picture of you is a picture of you when you were younger.
You look good for your age, Joe.
Yes, I do. I look damn good for my age. Been around
for a very long time.
I have.
Seen a lot.
I have. Dude, the weather's been great.
Today was awesome.
I didn't get to go outside because I had to do a bunch of shit today, and I was too fucking tired to do anything.
It was nice to DoorDash without a jacket on.
Yeah, I went out yesterday with just a hoodie on. I was like, I'm gonna go for a walk. I don't know where I'm gonna end up, but I ended up at the mall because I'm like, you know what I want? I want to get some black like acrylic spray paint and I want to get some satin lacquer to fucking so I can just go outside and spray paint shit instead of like sitting in the house with a fucking roller.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find anything I wanted, so I ended up coming home empty-handed. But like, yeah, I was just like, fuck it, it's nice out. I'm going out. I've been trying to take advantage of all the fucking nice days except for today because I'm like, I gotta finish these voiceovers, then I gotta fucking do the show.
Mm-hmm.
And also, Disney Plus did put out a Simpsons live stream. So I could just click on Disney Plus and just be dropped right into an episode of The Simpsons without having to be like, what episode do I want to watch? No, I could just fucking go and watch an episode without thinking about it. Just click, hey, look, The Simpsons. Oh, I like this episode. Cool. And then I'm hitting mute on the laptop so I could work, and I got The Simpsons on while I'm working.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting here like, a cool streetcar named Marge. I gotta watch the credits for the opening credits for the next episode because the next episode says I will not defame New Orleans because they defame New Orleans in this episode. Laura wants you to do voiceovers.
That's gonna end up bad.
Yeah, John trying to read on the teleprompter.
That'd be really bad.
Ooh, I can set you up on the teleprompter. Let's go.
Oh boy.
Let's see. Let's get. Realistically, I should not do this because this is not my stuff. Hold on, no, we want text. There we go. All right, we're gonna scroll up here, up there. There you go.
In this episode, we got blank
Gadgets.
in this episode we got gadgets that help improve your skills as well as new bone conducting headphones and gloves to complete your VR experience. So click it out. So check it out as it starts right now.
Hey, he read that whole paragraph. All right, we're gonna go back to what we were doing. Back to our display.
Anyway. For the next show.
Yeah. Get back to the show stuff. All right, there we go. Let me get that out of the way for you too, so you can see that screen too. All right. Wait, John can't read. No, John can't read.
I can read a little. That's it. Big words.
John can't even write our band name properly.
Silent words, and I can't spell our band name right.
John can't even write his name properly to the point that the record that Jasmine got.
Hey, JONATHAN.
I said you can't write it. I didn't say you could spell it.
I spelled John and then Kaz for short.
You wrote your name so badly on the record we sent Jasmine that Jill had to write that it was John and point an arrow to it.
Yeah, because you guys made me nervous.
We were making you nervous. John, sign your name. How are we making you nervous asking you to sign your name?
Because you guys could be working for the government.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing. We're having you sign a copy of the record you're on for the fucking government.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Anybody can steal my identity.
A John voiceover would increase the runtime. That's true. That's true.
I couldn't do your job.
No, you couldn't do my job.
No, I'll lose customers.
Bro, that fucking book that I had to read, there's no fucking way you were reading that.
A John voiceover would
increase the runtime, make things longer.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So I'm doing a classic. I was doing a voiceover for a classic novel, and there's a monster in the novel, and the monster is narrating through like 4 fucking chapters in a row. So I'm just sitting there reading like this, and it's just like, oh my god, can this fucking shit be over so I can fucking go back to my normal voice? Like, this is so goddamn hard. Why'd I choose this? If I would have known there was 4 straight chapters of the monster, I wouldn't have fucking picked a different. I would have picked a different fucking voice for the monster. But it's done. It's over with. It's delivered. I got paid for it. Well, I got paid for it right when he ordered it, but like, it's done. It's over with. I caught up on some bills and shit with the money. But yeah, that took way too long. And then also it was due on Monday, and Monday I got my new graphics card. So I'm like, no, fuck this. I'm installing this right now. While I was watching Monday Night Raw, because Monday Night Raw was on at 3 p.m.
You know, I watched it on time.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna watch SmackDown at 3
Like you
p.m.
got nothing to do.
Yeah. Next week's on at 4 p.m. Monday Night Raw.
What?
Next week's is on at 4 p.m.
Where are they now?
They'll be in. They're gonna be in Scotland.
Oh yeah. 4 p.m.
4 p.m.
Wow.
And I think SmackDown for if you're watching it here, it's 8 p.m. on Friday. But if you're watching it on Netflix internationally, it's I think 3 p.m. Friday for SmackDown. So that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, dude, that works out perfectly actually. If SmackDown's on at 3, and then it ends at 6, right?
Mhm.
And then the show I want to go to is at 7. That's perfect. That works out perfectly. I kind of like these early WWE shows.
Mm-hmm.
I watched Raw on Monday and then I went for a walk. It was still light out.
Raw and SmackDown is getting good every time.
Dude, they can stay in fucking Europe if this is the time they're gonna be airing shows. I really enjoy this 3 o'clock in the afternoon shit.
They do so good without McMahon.
Like, let me watch Raw at 3 o'clock. It's done. That show was 2 hours and 22 minutes. It was done at 5:22. 5:22. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna go for a walk now. It's nice out. I shaved and I showered and I went out. I'm like, yeah, this is great. And then so Friday night because I'll watch it on Netflix through my computer will think I'm in Europe. Laura's got to go. John, look after Joe. Make sure you feed and walk him.
Okay. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. I know you like this.
Anyway. Yeah, no, but that works out because I can watch SmackDown at 3 and I can leave the house and go to Amy's place and be there by the time the band start. So that's going to be a good show, man. Doors at 7 p.m., music at 8, all ages. We're going to talk about more about it in like 10 minutes when we actually play music from the show, but I'm a fan of the 2 bands I know on the show, so I'm sure the other band's probably good too. Mm-hmm. And also, like, 2 of those dudes were at our show, so I'm going to go return the favor and be at their show. Of course, Tyler didn't get there till after we were done playing.
Oh, really?
I saw him, I'm like, dude, how long you been here? He's like, oh man, we just got here, I timed my shit wrong. Like,
Jay was there before.
Like, aren't you the drummer? Aren't you supposed to time your shit right?
Jay was there.
Is that a common thing with drummers? Like, you have to be on time during the show, but any other time you don't have to be on time?
I'm never on time.
Exactly, that's my point.
I'm not even on time when we play.
That's my point. Like, you're like, I'm gonna pick them up at 6:30. We'll be there, and then we'll go. And I'm sitting outside, just like, oh, so he should be here anytime now. And just like, how fucking, they're not that far away. Where the fuck is he? That's my favorite game in the entire world is where the fuck is my drummer? I'm sitting on my porch. I can't come back here because all my shit's outside.
Oh, yeah. My bad.
I can't come back here. All my shit's outside. So, like, what am I going to do? I'm just going to leave my expensive ass shit out front and just come sit back here, watch TV or something? Like,
I had different arrangements at a different time.
I just think you were so scared of Maximo that you were like, having second thoughts about even coming to the show.
No, that's not true. That's not true. You can't. I'm not talking. I want to talk to my lawyer.
Rosie says she's gonna message you. I don't know about what. She just says she's gonna message you.
Okay.
And we talked earlier in the day, and I was like, dude, we should probably get there like before 7 because you want to get a parking spot.
Somebody wasn't ready.
And then we end up getting there at like 7:30, 8, like closer to 8 o'clock. Like all the rest of the bands are already there.
I'm doing what I was told.
Shambles is already set up on stage.
What?
Because I told them 7 o'clock load in, and I told you 7 o'clock load in, and I was like, I'm gonna put the banner up behind the drum kit, and then we couldn't because they were right up against the back wall, so we had to put it up after we started, like when we started setting our shit up.
It's okay, we got it done.
We got it done, yeah, but we could have got it done quicker.
Well, it's not my fault.
It is your fault.
How's it my fault?
Because I told you we should be there at 7 o'clock.
I listened to
Somebody
Instructions
you listen to
from somebody
instructions
else.
from somebody who has a car and could have driven themselves.
You know,
I'm not.
They're in the
that's why I'm
van.
blaming. That's why I'm blaming you. Anyway.
why you blaming me?
No, I'm kidding, man.
I had to
I'm
pick-
totally. I'm
pick
not
out
blaming
what
it.
my
I'm
other
not.
two favorite
It is
people.
what it is. What it is. It happened. We got through it. It's good. We're all good. I still say if we got there earlier, you might have gotten a better parking spot, but that's okay. Because we got there, we got a spot, we got out of the spot with the help of the BPD and like 6 other people.
Rosie's gonna message me.
That's what she says. She's gonna PM you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't know about what. I have no idea.
I didn't do it. I want to talk
Yeah.
to my lawyer.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Elmo.
She just said she's gonna message you. But yeah, no, we got there. We got a good spot, and the guy was like, "You probably shouldn't park there, but you're not gonna get towed or anything, so or a ticket, so like, yeah, go ahead and park there." Because like you're gonna fuck up other people's parking, but like if you don't do it, somebody else is going to, so you might as well do it. Like, all right, cool, sounds good. We'll leave it there. Like, okay, load in through the side door. Like, all right, cool. And then I found Smitten for trash because they were setting up their shit, and I gave them their painting. And then I found Shambles. It took me a while to find Shambles because I think Ryan went to go eat. So I found Joey and I found Ethan. And I'm like, where's your bass player? I got gifts for you guys, but I want to give it to you all at the same time. Like, because like I want it's like I'm gonna give them the painting of the 3 of them first. And then I'm going to give them the paintings of them with their mom. Which, like I said, that was, they were very appreciative of that. They even put it on stage. And they were like, "Oh, look at this nice thing Joe did for us." And I'm like, no, that's it's me appreciating you guys for being a part of this and with us. Like this is a big night for us. So it means a lot that we are, with our friends. Oh, there it goes. He's
I
getting the
just
messages.
talked to our drummer. Uh-oh. Oh, green jello.
Yeah, green jello, probably.
Sorry, I know we're on there.
That's okay. That's okay.
Is it cool? Your kit would be great. He has his symbol. I'm totally fine with that.
He can't read, and he's sitting right next to me. You could have just DM'd me, and I could have read it to him in the song break. But that's he apparently got whatever you were getting at. So
I'm good with it.
okay.
They can use my drums.
Oh boy, here we go again.
It's gonna be a long night, guys. Wait, no. When they go on?
So we're on at 11:30 and play until midnight, and then there's another band playing, and then they go on. I think that's the.
Oh,
I just sent it in the Discord the other day. Let me see. I put it in Discord the other day, which means it's buried the fuck under all this shit. Like, why is there a couch? I don't understand the couch.
What's
Okay, so, all right, so we're on 11:30 till midnight. Then there's another band on the front stage from 12 to 12:30, and then Green Jello goes on at 12:30. And you know how long Green Jello plays. So. Cool that your kit would be great. He has symbols and such. You're fine with that. Out loud as I'm
reading.
Yeah. You just agreed to let them use your kit, so you're stuck there till 3 a.m. I mean, I was gonna stay anyway, so you might as well stay with me.
Chill, dry yourself. Sorry. It's gonna be a long night for me.
It is. That's cool though. That's cool. They were nice about when you used it last time. The variety show will be shorter, so it won't be as long.
Okay, I'm cool with it. Whatever, that's fine.
Yeah.
You break it, you buy it. Oh, you replace the heads.
Yeah.
You don't buy the drum set.
We should find a way to do what Grosh did and just cover up the logo on the drum head. And I don't know.
All I ask, bring your cymbals, bring your pedals, and bring your snare drum. You can use my spare. That's fine.
Yeah, that's right. Think he's not think
he can use my spare. He can use my spare.
Yeah.
Not my see-through one.
Not your fancy ass one.
No, that's my baby.
That's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a late night, but it's gonna be a good time.
I'll be taking a nap in the car.
I will definitely be letting clients know, like, yeah, you might want to find somebody else tonight. I ain't getting home till like 4 in the morning.
At least we're in Buffalo.
Yeah, he's bringing like his cymbals and snare and shit. So
yeah, that's fine. Yeah. You can use the rack tom, floor tom, bass drum. It's fine.
Yeah,
I'm okay.
Yeah,
I got stands, so
we're gonna have merch anyway. So yeah, just kick back at the merch table.
Me too. Me too.
Wait for people to come tap me on the shoulder and be like, "Why do you guys suck so bad? Like, why'd you come to the show if you didn't know what you were getting into?"
Diss on Green Jello. People diss on Green. Come on. They're good. They're good.
I'm not dissing Green Jello. Just somebody literally came up to me, walked behind our merch table and said that to me.
I know. I was there when he said it.
And I'm just like, you didn't know what you were getting into before this? Like, okay, just wait till these guys are done, and when they're done, then you get your 3 little pigs, and your bear went over the mountain, and your anarchy and bedrock and all that.
After the show, we had a nice talk. We had a really good talk with Bill. He talked about how where he used to live in Buffalo.
Bill's a great guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
I love Bill Manspeaker.
We gotta find his pants though.
I'm always amused and like kind of like dumbfounded when I get DMs from like famous people. Because, like, I've had Robbie from the Goo Goo Dolls, like, reach out to me before when I was booking shows. He was like, hey, let me do the Robbie voice. Hey, I got this band from Japan. They want to play the show. Is that cool? Can you put them on the show with that you're booking? Like, yeah, okay, cool. I can't pay them anything more than, like, a cut of the door. Yeah, that's fine. They don't care about that. They just want to play. So, yeah, if you could put them on the show, that'd be great. I'll send a translator with them. And then I had Bill in my inbox the one day because I got Garbage Band Kids, the Green Jello album, like way before it was supposed to come out. Mm-hmm. Like their record label sent it out way too early. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I don't think I'm supposed to have this. And I posted it on Facebook, and I got Bill Manspeaker in my inbox like, could you do a review of that album for me? Like, yeah, okay, sure, I'll write a review. Mr. Manspeaker, thank you. I thank you for the opportunity to write a review of your brand new album that I shouldn't even have in my possession just yet. So I wrote a review. I posted it on Facebook.
Yeah, he's a good man.
It's crazy when I get DMs from fucking fame. Like when I was trying to set up the interview with Diamond Dallas Page, and all of a sudden I got DDP fucking DMing me out of the blue. Hey man, my assistant forgot to tell me I was supposed to do that interview, so let's set up something else. So it's just me and DDP going back and forth like, yeah, okay, when can we do this interview?
Maybe
it's crazy.
Maybe this summer we'll go introduce ourselves to Rob Zombie.
Yeah, you're playing with Rob Zombie. You're playing after Rob Zombie.
Yeah,
it's weird.
He's across from us.
Yeah,
but we're on the same stage as Chingy.
I don't know who that is.
Rapper, famous rapper.
Oh, Chingy?
Yeah.
Like right there, Chingy?
Yeah.
That guy's still around?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're playing on the same stage with him.
Okay. I've seen Rob Zombie. I've never seen Chingy. I might hang out on the Chingy set. The guy, like, I love the way you do it right there, right? That guy?
Yeah,
okay. I don't even know if that's the right words to the song, but yeah, that guy.
And Dom told me.
And what?
Dom told me. That's cool.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. I didn't know he was gonna be there. Okay. I do know who's gonna be at this show at Area 41, Area 41. What the fuck is the name of the place? Amy's Place. It doesn't even say what the area place is. So it just says Amy's Place.
Yeah.
But it's the same place we played with Bastard.
Yeah.
So at Amy's Place, 3234 Main Street in Buffalo, on Friday night, $12 or pay what you can, doors at 7 p.m., music 8 p.m., all ages. It's One Way Terror, Buffalo thrash punk. Bomb Vest, who are Buffalo hardcore punk, and On the Cinder, who are listed as Buffalo melodic hardcore, and are the homies, and they were at our show. So shout out to them. They were the ones I was voting for their album for best album of the year for last year on the All WNY Awards. Heavy Handed, great fucking album. I listen to it all the fucking time because it's that good. So On the Cinder, Bomb Vest, and One Way Terror, Amy's Place, 3234 Main Street, Buffalo. It's $12 or pay what you can, all ages, on Friday night at 7 p.m. And this is One Way Terror, and this song is called Reaganomics on All WNY Think So Joe Show. That was One Way Terror, the song called Reaganomics on All WNY Think So Joe Show. Shout out to Chris from One Way Terror, my homeboy. I have somewhere in my collection, I think it's in the basement at this point, I have one of the bills from when Alice Cooper was playing $1 Billion Babies and just shaking the bills from his fucking sword. It's a $100 bill with Alice Cooper's face on it. I have one of those because Chris grabbed it for me and handed it to me. And I've been like Facebook friends with him ever since, and he joined One Way Terror like shortly after that.
Nice.
So like every time I go to a One Way Terror show, it's like, hey man, good to see you. You know, like we don't, we don't like hang out regularly or nothing, but we know who each other are, and we've we're cool. So it'd be cool to see them. They're a really good fucking band. If you haven't seen them, I've seen them a bunch of times over the years. And of course On the Cinder, those are the homies, and they are one of the best fucking bands out there right now. And it was so fucking cool to see Jay at our show. And Tyler, like, even though he missed the set, like, he got there. He was like, oh man, I tried to get here sooner. Like, no worries, man. You'll catch us eventually, you know. But those are the homies, man. So it was really cool to see them. They are actually going to Europe and playing
Really?
some shows. Yeah.
Really?
Because I was so
How does that happen? That's cool.
So like I mentioned earlier, I'm thinking of a fifth band for the punk rock prom. And I was like, I wonder if they'd do it. And then I looked and it's like, nope, they're in London that night.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, they're doing a whole ass European tour. So good on them. They are such a good fucking band. Their album that came out last year, Heavy Handed, is probably one of their best. Like they keep evolving. Because, like, their albums are all good, but, like, Heavy Handed is, like, on constant rotation in my playlists around
That
here.
was Reese.
Nope, that's Squirrel.
Hey, squirrel.
Yep. But, yeah, so I'm super excited to have both of those bands on one bill. And to also check out this band, Bombvest. I've never heard of them before. They got their Spotify link on the event page, so maybe I'll check them out later. But I'm making you sign up for a performing royalties, a performance rights organization after the show. So you get royalties every time we play our music. Yeah.
How long does that take? Sign up.
Probably like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I don't know. Nick did it in the car on the way home from practice one day.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
But me and Nick are the only ones signed up, and I got to get the rest of you signed up, so you're all getting your fucking royalties off
How did Nick doing in the car on the way home from practice?
on his phone.
He's not even in the car. His practice is at his house.
No, like before when we released Bar
Oh.
Whore.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, because I was like, guys, if you sign up for ASCAP, I can put you on Bar Whore, and we can all get money from playing these songs live.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna get you signed up for that, so you don't have to figure that out on your own. And then it's like I need other members of our band to figure it out on their own, so we can fucking do this, and I can get us paid just for playing just for playing songs that we wrote.
Okay.
And if anybody ever covers our songs live, or anybody plays us on a jukebox, or plays us on through their phone through speakers in a bar.
I like to see somebody cover our song.
You want a fifth band? I got one. I'll send you. Maybe. We already have one out of town band, so I kind of want to do another out of town band, but I kind of don't. So, but Skyway's already letting Rags use theirs. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll talk. Because it's gonna be. We always do 5 bands on the punk rock prom. So it's like we booked these 4 just immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had to change the date. So it took a minute just to confirm the out of town band was still going to be able to make it.
That's when was that show?
So it was originally June 21st.
Okay.
And then some other punk band had to come to town, and it's like, all right, well, we don't want, the punk rock prom is such an iconic event around here that we don't want to take away from Less Than Jake's crowd. That's how that conversation went. No, it's not. It's not at all. We're just like, yeah, nobody's gonna come to our show because Less Than Jake's coming. So we had to change dates.
Pretty much we're all gonna be there anyways.
And then like the day that I emailed Nietzsche's about, hey, can we change the date? I sent an email to Krista Makes a Podcast to try and get us as the band of the week, or the band you might not know, or the band you never heard of, or whatever the fuck it's called at the end of his show. And so. Yeah, I literally emailed Nietzsche's about, like, we don't want to compete with Less Than Jake, and then emailed Less Than Jake, like, hey, we got a new album coming out. Also, we had to change the date of a show because we didn't want to, because we're coming to your show instead of playing our show.
Yeah.
So
And punk rock prom's gonna be at Nietzsche's.
At Nietzsche's. We're gonna do 5 bands. It's gonna be a little scaled down.
What's the date of that though?
July 12th.
Okay.
It's gonna be a little scaled down from what it has been.
Okay.
So like we're still gonna do the balloons. There's still gonna be the photo booth.
Gotta get my outfit.
And there's still gonna be like best dressed and all that, the prom king and queen and all that shit. But Karina's not involved.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm trying to not spend as much money as she spent last year.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not hiring a photographer for the photo booth.
Okay.
It's going to be like, I'll take your picture and print it out, or you can take your own, you can take a selfie in front of the fucking set and, I'll print it out for you. It's going to be like $1 per picture, I think, probably. I don't know what she was charging last year. I think it was like $3 or something. I'll do it like $1, $1.50, $2. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I know it costs me 50 cents a picture to print them out. And that's when I do it right, because I took a picture of Shambles and I tried to print it out, and I pulled it too soon, so it ended up wasting 2 fucking pieces of the photo paper. And then I finally printed one out, and it was like, and I snuck up to the stage to put it on stage, and Ryan goes, "Oh man, ThinkSoJoE just gave us this picture of us." Like, I didn't even know he saw me do it. I just put it right above his set list on the stage.
It was good to see the boys.
Oh man, it was so great to see them. I love those guys so much, and like Ryan was such a big part of my life for about a year or 2 there. So
and he's a former band member.
exactly, like he was in the band, he was the co-host before you.
Mm-hmm.
So like he was with me through a lot of shit. Like after Brian died, funny, like he texted me while I was at the hospital.
When you found out,
when I went to go see Brian's, after he died. And he had no idea at this point, because I didn't say nothing publicly, and Lily didn't say nothing publicly, and I wasn't going to post anything till Lily did. And so I'm standing outside the hospital room, because Lily was just like, "Hey, can you give me a minute alone with him?" Like, yeah, absolutely. I'll step outside. So I stepped outside the room, and I looked at my phone, and I had a text from Ryan, and I forget what it was about. It was something about a show that I had booked them on or something. I don't remember. And I didn't say shit, because it's like, all right, I can't really say anything right now, because like, nobody knows this happened.
Mm-hmm.
You guys knew because I told you. And, like, me and Karina knew because Lily told Karina and Karina told me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I sent you guys a message, and I went to the hospital, and that dude did not have to let me back there, and he did. So shout out to that security guard who wrote me down his family. I get to go back, and I get to see Brian, but I'm standing outside the room, and I get a text from Ryan. I just text him like nothing's going on. And then I come home, and I say, Lily, post her shit, and I posted mine, and I get this text from Ryan, or he might have called me, actually, but he's just like, "Dude, I didn't know. If I would have known, I wouldn't have texted you." Like, dude, you can't know what you don't know,
Mm-hmm.
Like, I got, no worries, man. Like, you didn't know. I'm not going to hold that against you, you know what I mean? I'm not going to be mad at you for texting me at that time when you didn't know where I was or what I was doing or what had just happened. Like,
I mean, Ryan was the first one there when Katie came out.
Yeah.
We weren't there yet.
No, she came out in the chat, and Ryan was the first one to see it, and I think we were all.
Ryan.
I don't know what we were doing.
Ryan said, "Oh, that's cool."
Yeah, we saw it later. We're just like, "Oh, hey,
that's cool."
Ryan later is like, "Yeah, that wasn't awkward at all. Like, I don't even know this person. Like, like I'm the first one she came out to. Like, yeah."
I remember Ryan changing my light bulb on my
oh
car.
fuck.
And he goes, "How many punks does it take to change a light bulb?"
It was me, you, Ryan, and Joe.
On day of our show.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were playing outside. It was at a bar in Niagara Falls.
Oh, that's right. So it was me, you, Ryan, and Katie trying to change your light bulb in your car.
How many punks does it take to change the light bulb?
Oh, that was good times. Good times.
You did it though.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ryan.
Yeah.
We love you.
Yeah.
And the boys.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like they were like, "Dude, you didn't have to do this for us." Like, dude, I wanted to come to the service, but I had to meet with my lawyer, so I couldn't skip that. I couldn't come. And I just wanted to let you guys know, like, that I was thinking about you. So here, this is for you. Like, this is.
They're really trying to hold back tears.
Yeah, this is, it was really important for me.
It felt good.
It was really important for me to do something nice for our opening bands, because it was like, we can, we can't do shows without openers.
Mm-hmm.
We are not that big that we can do that. We don't have enough songs to do that, quite frankly.
Mm-hmm.
But we couldn't do it without them.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just, thank you guys for doing this with us. We appreciate you so much.
And they made new fans.
And they, dude, you know how many people came up to me like, oh man, Shambles? Like, yeah, I could have told you that. You know, like, they're so good. And they give their shit away for free. You come to a Shambles show, you walk away with their CD. You don't got to pay shit. Their T-shirts too.
When they go into practice, they're always drinking or they're watching a hockey game.
Or baseball, depending on
baseball,
what season.
on their phone by the car.
Ryan loves the fucking Mets, so he's always out there watching the fucking Mets games.
Hey, what's up, Joe? Or they come by our room.
They'd come by our room. Or I'd just sit out in the hall, listen to them do Blink covers.
Yeah.
Like, because we're doing, I don't know what the fuck we're doing, or you're setting up drums or something, so I'll just go sit in the hallway and listen to them, because they used to practice down the hall from us. But yeah, they said they're definitely hanging the picture of the three of them up in the band space. So that's cool. And JD thanked me again this morning for the painting of Smitten for Trash.
Oh yeah, they turned out really good too.
Yeah.
They were really good.
Yeah, dude, I love those guys. And they are like two of the coolest people I know. And so I shot JD a message Sunday morning, like, hey man, I got money for you, you know, whenever you can meet up, we can meet up, I can Venmo you, whatever. So he finally got back to me today, and he's like, oh man, I just saw this. I'm like, yeah, don't worry about it, man. I was going to follow up tomorrow if you didn't. So, you know, he's like, yeah, just Venmo it to us. Like, all right, cool. So now I got to throw money in my account so I can Venmo you, but that's cool. I'll get it to you tomorrow. So, but yeah, I fucking, you know, it also is cool as shit, because it's like, it's my friends that are opening for us. So, you know, it's like opening for, like, people know who we are and don't necessarily know who these other bands are. So it's cool to bring on these bands that, like, people aren't, which is the whole point of this podcast, really, is like, you know, I just played One Way Terror. If you didn't know who One Way Terror is, you just heard One Way Terror. You might like them. Maybe that's somebody you're like, oh, that's a cool, you know, that's a cool band. I want to check them out.
Oh. Yeah, you got a booby trap.
No, it's my necklace. I took it off after.
I can't hand it to you.
Took it off after the show and just tossed it there. But yeah, no, but that's the whole point of this show, and that's what I like about, you know, bringing on opening bands that don't. That was a real reason why I didn't want to just do, you know, Bastard and Broken Locker and XM Priory and all these bands we played with a shit ton of times last year. It's like, let's bring out, we'll bring bands we've played with, but it's bands that we haven't played with lately. And that was entirely the point, was like, let's bring out some friends and get eyes and ears on them. And so many people either posted about it or talked to me after the show and said, oh man, Shambles were so good. And I'm like, yeah, they are.
And they were gone for a year, and they didn't lose their stuff.
No, they did really. They were amazing, dude. And I was so excited to hear how many people were just like, oh man, they were so good. Like my buddy Adam from Syracuse, he's like, oh man, Shambles, man, we grabbed their CD because they were really good. Megan from Grosh was like, oh my god, Shambles were so good. Everybody's talking about Shambles. And I'm just like, this is our show, guys.
They don't give a shit about us. They were just here to see Shambles.
No, I mean, but
no, we did felt the love. They loved us.
Everybody loved us, and they loved Shambles, and I love spreading that love with our friends and getting ears on our friends who are, you know, we don't play with all the time, but when we do play with them, we like having them, and we like, you know. And it means so much to me to have them on our show. And then we're playing, you know, and it's like, people are there to see us, but they come to check out the opening band. So people were into Smitten for Trash. People really like them. And people really like Shambles. And that is the coolest thing to me, is like, these people who already know us, and they came to support us and listen to us and hear our shit from our new record and buy our new record. They got to hear Shambles. They got to hear Smitten for Trash. They're now fans of those two bands. They might come see Shambles at a show that we're not playing. That would be awesome.
I've been hearing a lot of good things about our album.
A lot of people love our album, which is great. And then, but also, like, you know, being direct support for Green Jello coming up May 2nd, that is an opportunity for us to do what, you know, for basically, it's basically Green Jello doing for us what we did for Shambles. And I'm not saying that we're nearly as big as Green Jello and can say like, oh,
No, we're definitely not big as
oh yeah, open for us and you're gonna get new fans. Like, but that's what happened.
That's what happened in Rochester.
That's what, and yeah, that's what we got people who love us in Rochester because we opened for Green Jello. And now we might get people from our own hometown that didn't see us with Green Jello in Rochester that aren't necessarily hearing us and seeing our ads and buying our music, who might come to this show and be like, oh shit, that opening band was really fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So
we were asked back then. That's cool.
What happened?
And we were asked.
We were asked by Green Jello. That is still the coolest thing to me. Is that Green Jello fucking handpicked us to fucking play this show.
I love that.
It's the coolest thing, man, because like I said on the show a couple of weeks ago, like right after the show got announced, is like, 30 years ago, my friend is like, hey, check out this song. If you heard this song, it's called Three Little Pigs. It's by this band Green Jelly. And he said Green Jelly because back then we didn't know better.
We just call it Green Jello.
It was great. So
is it now Green Jello or is it Green Jelly?
So I said this at the show. It's even in the video. You've seen the video. I've said this at the show, and Rosie thanked me for saying it. It has always been Green Jello. It is spelled with a Y, but it's got an umlaut over it, and the umlaut makes the Y an O for some reason.
Okay.
So the story is they released Serial Killer on under the name Green Jello with an O.
Yeah.
With an umlaut over it. And it was Kraft Foods was like, you can't fucking do that.
Oh.
So they had to change the name, so it says Green Jelly, but the Y is pronounced like an O, so it's Green Jello. It's always been Green Jello. But we didn't know any better back then. We didn't know. It just said Green Jelly. We're like, yeah, Green Jelly. We never heard anybody go on TV. We didn't know who the fuck Bill Manspeaker is. We didn't see nobody going on TV like, yeah, this band's called Green Jello, but it's just spelled weird. Like,
we also have an album with Hulk Hogan.
We didn't have the internet there. I have the album with Hulk Hogan.
He never showed up at the show.
He didn't show up at their show. He didn't show up at our show either because we invited him. It wasn't a Brain Dead show. It was I was promoting for All WNY and we had a show at Good Bar that night. And I was trying to get Hulk Hogan to come, and he didn't.
I also tried to get from Full House.
John Stamos. John Stamos.
Also, was the drummer for the Beach Boys for a while.
Didn't play with the Beach Boys in North Tonawanda either, so I'm pretty sure John Stamos just hates the Tonawandas. Anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. He didn't come to our birthday show we threw for him,
bastard.
And he didn't come to play with the Beach Boys at Riviera when my mom went to see him. So I'm like, John Stamos hates the Tonawandas. That's my conclusion.
Headstone, they only made it big in China forever.
I still want to do that because there's Rat Ops who are obsessed with Bob Saget. I thought Steve Kelly was coming to the show. He was marked as going, but he wasn't there, which is fine. But they're like obsessed with Bob Saget. So like when I first started this band, I had this idea of like if I ever see them at a show, I'm gonna be like, oh, these guys with their fucking Bob Saget. I got 3 words for you, John Stamos, bitch, and then play Forever.
Good song though.
Yeah, it's a great song. When we did the John Stamos birthday party, which was actually the first time I met Yellow Sauce, when we did that show, the sound guy in between bands played that song.
I mean, I do enjoy Jesse and the Rippers.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
But yeah, that was the first time. That show was the first time I met Yellow Sauce. It was the first time I met Janie Crash and the Tall Men. It was the first time I ever booked Wyatt Coyne. And we had this other band, Arcadia, on there. And I think it was my first time booking them.
Was the Banana there?
But yeah, the Banana was there. I have a picture. There's Ryan and Leland on stage. Ryan still had his dreads.
Oh, yeah.
So it's Ryan and Leland on stage. Bob Paul is in front of the stage. And there's a poster on either side of John Stamos. So
where was this at?
This was at Stamps. Yeah.
Stamps.
So we did this whole, it was just.
Was John Stamos in town?
No, John Stamos was in LA that night. He posted a picture of himself naked on Instagram. So all the women who were there, who were like, "Is John Stamos actually coming to this thing?" And we're like, "Probably not." They saw on his Instagram, we're like, "Oh, he just posted this." Like, oh, great, cool. Which means he's definitely not coming because he ain't flying cross country just to come to this little fucking podunk fucking thing we got going on here with folk punk bands and songs about bananas saving the world from space wizards. Like, but he knew about it. He liked the tweet that I sent to him about it. He was like, "Hey, John Stamos, we're throwing a show in your honor. You should come." And he liked it, but he never replied to it. So it's like, John Stamos knows about this show. John Stamos probably isn't coming to this show, but John Stamos knows about this show. So, which I think Leland told me that his birthday is on a Saturday this year.
Oh
yeah. yeah. That was my first experience with Yellow Sauce. And it was my first time we booked Janie Crash and the Tall Men. That was off of, I think it was all off Dewey's recommendations. And, I've got lifelong friends out of throwing a birthday party for John Stamos at Stamps. I'll show you the picture after we're done. I'm pretty sure I can find it pretty quickly.
Almost time to get out of here.
It is almost time to get out of here. Let's
The chat died.
It did. It usually does around this time. Yeah, let's well, by the time I talk about the song and we start playing it, it'll be time to go. So this is coming up on Saturday. This one's also in Rochester at the Bug Jar. We did 3 Rochester shows today. Which On the Cinder is playing Thursday night in Rochester. If anybody's interested in going to that, I think that's at the Bug Jar. I'm not positive. You can go to their social media and find out, I'm sure. But this is a metal show going on here. And that is it's at the Bug Jar, 219 Monroe Avenue in Rochester. It's $10 advance, $12 at the door, 21 plus at the door, 18 plus with advance ticket available till 12:30 p.m. day of show at bugjar.com. 8 p.m. doors, 9 p.m. music. The bands are Crahda, Vicious Intent, World Purge, and Ratkind. And I hope I'm saying Crahda's name right, because if any of the bands are going to watch, it's going to be that one, because they're the ones whose songs we're about to play. So this is Crahda. You can catch them Saturday night at the Bug Jar in Rochester. And this song is called Purge the Earth on All WNY ThinkSoJoE Show.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and
And we'll see you next week.